Hi everybody, my name is Aaron.
And I'm Nayomi.
This is Heard It Now, and today we got Little Simz and their album Gray Area. There's a lot of hype around it, and I figured, dude, I want to see what this Little Simz is all about. So we're going to go ahead and push play on the first track, Offense.
Me again, allow me to pick up where I left off.
She's kind of selling me right away, like No Name with attitude, because there's not a lot of rap bringing out the funk.
Very groovy.
Right.
I dig this.
Figured I should say something, but you don't want to hear me vent. You can talk bad all day long.
That's the bass, right?
Yeah. This feels real. This feels live. This
Feels modern.
active.
It feels like groovy, like funky, but modern.
Yeah.
Like, it's really cool.
Modern recording techniques, but a lot of the grooviness of like 70s funk. That the bass is sounds like Curtis Mayfield. This is dope. This is really cool. And she's really lyrical right off the bat.
Yeah.
If you're gonna talk on my name, be say with your chest. Got my team on deck, taking out all pawns on my night with your queen in check.
Like the horns.
I like the horns.
Yeah. She's ripping on this track.
I'm Jay-Z on a bad day, Shakespeare on my worst days.
You know what? I kind of believe her. I'm kind of convinced.
One song in.
Yeah.
One
Half a
song
song
in.
in. I'm like, oh.
I know, what,
Dude, it
30
feels
seconds?
good. It feels good. This music is feeling good to me. It feels refreshing to me. It feels refreshing.
Yes.
I think that's what it is.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
I said it with my chest and I don't care who I offend.
I want to hear someone just be genuine and say however it is that they're feeling. Lay it on down.
In and out of doorways, sugar through the broad day. And anywhere would I be now if I went in none of your way?
Flow just snaps so well with that bass.
It's different. I don't know. Refreshing, like you said, man.
Trying to find a balance, I'm in the store like I wanna have it, I gotta have it. You are not the toughest or baddest, my pen is the maddest. I probably any caprice and it's never right about this.
You are not the toughest or the baddest, my pen is the maddest. I've probably ended careers and it's never out of malice. My lyrics and my fucking rap game is so fucking strong that, dude, I may indirectly end some of your guys' careers. I'm sorry. My bad. But at the same time, sorry, not sorry.
You can only hear, like, traditional instruments, and then they started incorporating, like, computer sounds, you know, and, like, and little noises like that. I thought that was cool.
Like Narcissus won't flip. But when I switch, then they wanna say that I'm a bitch.
I really like that. That was really, really cool.
That was a good opening track, man. That got me dancing, that got me thinking, you know? Like, it literally hit all the right notes. Like, how can you really complain? It was lyrical, it was musical. All in all, it got you grooving.
It sounded so old yet so new.
Right.
Up next, Boss.
You know, this actually has a White Stripes vibe to me, as weird as it sounds. Like early White Stripes, like fucking when they're demoing the first couple records, just because it's so bare right now. Just one instrument playing and sounds like a basic percussion going on, and then she just comes in screaming with that aggressive, like primitive scream. It feels in the moment. It feels like it's just coming out of you, like pure aggression, you know, in its purest form. It's dope. Boss in a fucking dress. That's dope line.
Haven't seen the show till you see me live, nigga. At 23, soul dreams to my side, nigga. See God when you look me in my eyes, nigga.
Dude, her delivery is really cool too. Different than even that first track. Like this one has a little bit more of a flair to it.
I serve, let me prep it, let me dice that. You think rodents when it fell into my mind's trap. And you can send a diss, I will never write back.
You like rodents went and fell into my mice trap, and you can send a diss, I will never write back.
Came home, mommy burning incense. Remember trying to think of ways to help contribute to the rent.
The introduction of like retro scratching, grinding sound, that was pretty dope, man. This track is top notch, man. Couldn't complain so far. I'm having a good time listening to this album.
For sure.
The hell? All of a sudden we're getting like some 70s progressive rock.
Little
Space,
change up.
yeah, some space rock up in here.
When she creates her music, man. She's just grooving.
I'm a big fan of that track. You weren't finished with the song a few seconds in. Like, there was something still waiting for you. And so far, that's what I feel like is going to be going on with the rest of the album. Because the first two tracks, even though they had featured the same instruments throughout, there's always little switch-ups and little introductions of different sounds. So it just changes the sound just enough that it keeps you interested, you know?
For sure, I definitely agree.
Her lyrical ability is proven to be top-notch.
Up next, Selfish.
Disco-like jam, for sure.
I was definitely gonna say I feel the disco.
I'm so selfish. Yes, I'm in denial. Baby, I'm on your right.
I love the lyrics in this chorus. It kind of sounds like a traditional, like, 70s disco jam. There was no disco jam with these kind of lyrics. I mean, these are so blunt.
Self-loving, need more self-loving, that's how it goes. They wanna know you when you're buzzing. The first things first, number one, and priority.
The way that she switched up there, like, it kind of got me grooving again. Where she started talking about self-love and need more self-love, and that's how it goes. When she hit that part, I was like,
Make it clear, don't be in and out about what you hear. They say I always get what I want and it isn't fair, but life isn't fair. Go.
I can't sleep at night.
Cleo Soul. I don't think we mentioned her. Her voice is freaking fantastic. Little Simz rapping and goes right into that soft singing. I mean, there's just like this kind of like hard, soft dynamic there because she's kind of going straight forward, flat, hard, and just kind of spitting rhymes, you know? And then to kind of like take it back a little bit, it's always effective. And here they really integrate it really well.
Yeah, it makes the song very beautiful.
Selfish, 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 selfish.
Really enjoyed that song. I don't know if it's a favorite, but it was a great song. Another great song on the album. I can't say anything bad about it.
It added a bit of a variety so far to what we're hearing prior. First track was kind of grooving. The second track was primitive and very primal and aggressive, and this track was smooth, you know? So we're hearing a lot of variety on this album. So, I mean, honestly, again, I'll just reiterate, enjoyable listen thus far.
Up next, Wounds.
Deepest pain, what a mishap. Never worth it when you think back. You idolize the rappers that are wrong, gun talk, but the lifestyle.
This kind of reminds me of that one song, Don't Fear the Reaper, or at least the breakdown of Don't Fear the Reaper. I don't know. Go down in the comments and tell me if this instrumentation kind of gives you that feel.
It's the realest life choices. She could lose it all for one man. Now see, look at what you avoided. This all could have been avoided.
So she's kind of commenting on, like, you picked your poison, you laid your bed, you have to lay in it based off of your choices and even who you choose to have relationships with. Go down for something that you basically didn't do just because you have a sense of loyalty.
Ride or die.
I think this concrete jungle.
Chaos these days is madness. If you get caught slipping, they'll do damage. They won't see you as practice.
I really enjoyed that song. I actually enjoyed how moody some of the elements of this song were. Chronic. When he was singing the bridge, it was like really, really moody. Really enjoying that.
The bed of music being so polished makes her raw and genuine delivery just like shine through that much more. And it had like a James Bond type feel to it too.
I don't even know what
I don't know.
that means.
James Bond, like an intro for James Bond or an outro for a James Bond film.
Is it about the gunman, maybe?
That's the guy talking about guns. The next track is Venom.
Time's up, keep it moving when she arrives. If you ever heard what I heard in my mind, never try, you would cry, that's a lie, you would die. I don't want to ever come down from a high.
Dude, she's really snapping on this one. Has a flow that's just kind of reminds you of like Jid, even Ski Mask. Like when he goes off, her flow is on par with those rappers. Like it's just so rhythmically intense. Like you're just like, hold on a second. I'm already enjoying this track.
Yeah, me too. She's really good.
The beat behind her so sinister. Sounds like some kind of violins or something like that, right?
Bit coasting overseas, fuck those who don't believe. They will never want to admit I'm the best here from the mere fact that I've got ovaries. It's a woman's world.
Whoa.
I like her message.
Quit coasting overseas. Fuck those who don't believe. They would never want to admit I'm the best here for the mere fact that I've got ovaries.
That's such a dense set of bars right there that said so much. Man, this is an impressive bit of music that I'm hearing here.
My, if you ever heard what I heard in the night, what I fried must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't want to ever come down from a high.
Whoa, they introduced this really doomy bass in the background. Like right when she said Venom. That was sinister.
Oh, you man, then come at me, you prick. Make a move, better pattern it quick. I assume you'll be coming for blood. That makes two of us, that makes two of us.
The beat switches, her flow switching. Oh man, this is overwhelmingly good. I love this track so far. This is one of my favorite tracks I've heard this year.
Oh, this year.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, definitely. Not just on this project. I mean, this is something that I would put on my playlist, like...
Forever.
Really lowly. They have her like rapping really fast in the background. That's pretty cool little effect that they're doing there. Bit of a psychedelic element and adding anticipation for our next verse.
You don't wanna be nobody bother me. I'm a best honestly, fuck all your policies. They wanna kick me down and demolish me. Use me and fucking abolish me. I don't wanna hear no apologies. Or am I get my own head?
Oh. Damn. Damn.
That was crazy.
No anymore, psychotic to the death. When I dig deep, I can never find nothing left. It's a mystery, rage, nothing but rage. Can't figure out if I'm going insane.
The violins got replaced with this weird bubbly bass sounding, like arpeggiated bass sounding thing. I don't know. That was trippy. This whole track was awesome.
It was really
Top to
good.
bottom, yeah.
Up next, 101 FM. It just got transported to Japan.
Yeah, it sounds like Japanese influenced pop music.
Back when me and Avelino used to make tracks.
Avelino. I've actually been listening to a lot of Avelino lately.
No bullshit.
Sex, I'm spinning up all them fools. Times I would get home late to my mumsy's crib. Simbi, who you with?
This is our most bouncy track. This is a fun track,
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
fun.
We used to have dreams of getting out of flats. Playing PS2, Crash Bandicoot, Mortal Kombat.
Yo, she shouted out Crash Bandicoot. And Mortal Kombat. I used to play both those games, but I especially like the shout out to Crash Bandicoot.
Still I'm in ends when I pass through juniors, planting, ready on sight when I walk in. Wayne shouts out, yo, walk on sistren. Killing with flows, one by one, I reckon them bones.
That was a fun song.
Yeah, it definitely added a bit of levity to the album because it was really heavy prior.
Up next, Pressure, and it's featuring Little Dragon.
We love Little Dragon.
Same motherfuckers that be killing off the planet are the same fuckers advising you. But true, the stuff is surprising to see them probably just offer depriving youth.
Okay, so she's obviously going more for a cultural commentary on this track. And she's nailing a lot of good points here. And she's like, yo, you know, if that offends you, I don't really care. I'm still gonna say it. I'm gonna say it in every one of my songs.
Give me no seed in this life. I'm just glad that my young born kids won't have you as a daddy in this life. Hold your L, you prick. F you, nigga really thought he was a G in this life.
I like her wordplay with all the letters. At the same time, the background, those really cool things going on where they have like, I don't know, somebody yelling maybe, but it's just kind of like with a lot of gain and sounds really distorted, industrial sounding. The Little Dragon, you know, beautiful voice as always. Like something about her voice is so magnetic. It's perfect for this type of music.
I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger part.
Yeah.
Keep applying pressure, A.
Keep applying pressure. Now, gotta get behind that message. She has a don't stop, never quit attitude, man. It's very inspiring. In a genuine way, too. And it comes off in her music, like a lot of work ethic, you know? Like, these lyrics take a lot of time to put together, to master that flow, everything. I mean, this just feels like a lot of work. It's coming off fantastic so far.
Up next, Therapy. Back to grooving.
Like the first two tracks.
My system on overload, my money is on the phone. And I'm afraid of the dark, afraid of the past. Afraid of the answers to questions I never asked.
Afraid of the answers to questions I never asked.
That was dope.
Yeah, she's great.
I don't even know why I invest in a time coming to therapy. There's nothing that you can tell me that will help me. Therapy.
She doesn't need no therapy. She can do it by her damn self.
What happens when they put you on so many tours, but there's no sleep, blunts get lit, Henny pause. Femi calls, no, he wants to have a heavy talk. So I can get some clarity and it didn't work. It was never worth it, the gift and the curse. Still an introvert, still my feelings hurt.
Spending money on you, why am I still an introvert? Why are my feelings still hurt? I love her rhymes, I love her lyrics, I love her perspective on life.
And you will never know what it is you need until you need it. Know that I'm in need and being free enough to free this. She's anything like me, I'm raising the king.
I like that.
Yeah, that was a dope ending, man. She's always like good at intros and outros. Really brings a lot of closure to her tracks. Really dense set of bars. Another good track. And the instrumentation sounded live and active, and it sounded like it was in the room with her.
Up next, Sherbert Sunset.
I ain't even mad at you, Chalk. I'm just mad at me. Should've known better. Mommy taught me better strategy. Still it burns. Guess it's a blessing and a curse.
One thing I noticed is that in a few of her tracks, she references blessing and a curse. She notices the gray areas in life, like the complexities, like some things are both good and bad at the same exact time.
Really, I'm a sensitive soul and I'll stress it. What happens when someone takes advantage of that? Lost part of myself and I can't get her back.
That was a pretty deep bar right there. Lost part of myself and I can't get her back. What happens if I finally open those doors, let somebody in, and they take advantage of my vulnerability? You know, and it fucks me up, essentially.
What a waste of chemistry, energy and empathy. Wonder when you plan to let me know about her pregnancy. You have no integrity, emotion or respect for me.
Okay, so obviously she's with somebody and they cheated on her and got somebody else pregnant. Why you gotta upset Little Simz like that?
Okay, allow me to be human and be in my feels. Chill, I'm good, I got it. I never lost it. Or am I just lying to myself to skip the topic?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
You would have been in my Grammy speech. Now, you know, you ain't. Don't be contacting me asking if I'm okay after you hear this, because I don't give a fuck.
I hope whoever the fuck she's talking to gets the message.
Yeah. I think she's doing fine. She'll do fine. She's probably better off without you.
All night long, I've been waiting for you to run back home.
This is probably my favorite song on the album.
Oh, wow.
And I actually really enjoyed that outro. Your heart cries at night alone.
Aww. It felt like a personal track for Little Simz. It was pretty bare in terms of her flow. Like, it felt pretty poetic. Like, rhythmic interpretation of a poem or something. And she even said there that she was having writer's block in writing and recording, even though she was going through these troubles that is causing her to not perform like she's used to. And so kind of felt like a venting of that and just like a straightforward, like blah, like just get all my feelings out on paper to kind of alleviate myself. So it just felt really personal.
Last song, Flowers.
27 Club says, the good fly young, the good at our greats, Jimmy Basquiat, Amy, Robert, Janice, Kurt Cobain.
Okay, I'm getting she's talking about the 27 Club. I'm assuming it's some kind of like ode to them. She's kind of also touching on that duality of presenting yourself as being one thing, like being a happy person, being a solved person, but in reality you're kind of broken, maybe have issues that you don't put out there in the public because you're ashamed of them or because you're afraid of the judgment.
Let me take one more hit for my eyes closed. Let me take one more hit for my eyes closed. Shit, I think that was my last hit.
And I'm assuming she's channeling like Amy Winehouse in the lyrics and looking at it from her perspective. It didn't really feel too personal, like it was, she's talking about herself. And the line, one more hit before my eyes close, it's kind of visual. Like it was actually a pretty deep line. The fact that the feature is singing that line over and over is pretty effective.
Picture a beautiful sight, but not all that glitters is gold. Afraid of what the future may hold for me.
Wow. What an album. Like, to close it like that, I think that was a good way to close it. I have no complaints at all.
I would agree. It was pretty epic because it was so moody and themic. It was talking about such a general topic of death and dying young and living crazy and, you know, putting up shields, and she's talking about a lot of things that we deal with culturally through the perspective of these artists that died when they're 27, and she's questioning herself, what's ahead for me, you know? She's a young artist, like, am I going to be swallowed by all these temptations, and am I gonna be like Amy Winehouse? I mean, I get it, you know, like, how can you not be overindulgent if you have the opportunity to? Lyrically, it was pretty impressive. Alright guys, this is Final Thoughts, where we give the album a rating and give our highlights. So, what are your favorite tracks of the album?
I don't think I disliked one song, honestly. Favorite would be Sherbert Sunset, Flowers, Therapy, Offense, Boss, Wounds, Venom. That's it for favorites.
My favorite tracks were Offense, Boss, Selfish, Venom. Yeah, so if you had to give this album an out of 10, what are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it an 8.8.
It's a really good score. I personally am going to agree with you. Give this album an 8.8 out of 10 as well.
So that's going to be it, everybody. If you like these types of music reaction videos, please remember to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that like button.
Let us know what you thought of this album, and if you have a suggestion as to what we should react to next, go down in that comment section.
Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Heard It Now.
That's going to be it, everybody. Bye.